Have you ever had a dream that felt so real it was more like a memory? A warning, maybe?
That's what happened to me, Ryan. It was just a week before Christmas.
In the dream, a smoky figure with long hands dragged me from a house I'd never seen. It felt important, but I brushed it off. After all, life was pretty perfect. I live in Boston with my dad. He's a giant of a man, like a big, gentle grizzly bear, and we're inseparable. He's my best friend, and every December we visit Santa at the mall. This year in the buzzing mall line, I spotted a school friend. Our parents started chatting away, and you know how adults get. They were so wrapped up in their conversation that we saw our chance. My friend and I slipped out of the line and made a beeline for Santa's workshop. We climbed onto Santa's lap, rattled off our Christmas lists, and got our candy canes. It was awesome. When we were done, my dad found me. He scooped me up into his arms just like he always did when I was smaller and carried me over to a quiet bench on the other side of the mall. The noise and crowds faded away. It was just us, and that's when he started telling me a story. It was a strange story, not one of his usual ones. He said, once upon a time, there was a father who didn't pay much attention to his family. He had a wife and a beautiful baby boy, but he was always too busy, too distracted. As he spoke, his voice was low and serious. One night, he continued, the baby was left all alone in his crib. And while he was alone, someone came into the house and took him. My heart started beating a little faster. This wasn't a happy story. The police searched and searched, my dad said, his eyes looking far away, but they never found the person who took the baby. Do you know why? Because it was just a lonely man who wanted a son more than anything. He packed up his car, put the baby in the front seat, and drove all the way across the country to the East Coast. He started a new life, and he raised that stolen child as his very own. He even gave him a new name. He named him Ryan. Everything went quiet. The distant Christmas music sounded muffled, like it was coming from underwater. I looked up at my dad, at the man who was my entire world. I whispered, but, Daddy, my name is Ryan. He didn't answer. He just looked at me with this incredible sadness in his eyes, then scooped me up again. He carried me all the way home, just like that. That night, he cuddled me and tickled me, and everything felt normal. Almost normal. Suddenly, my dream from last week flooded back into my mind. The smoky figure, the strange house, the feeling of being pulled away. The warning, could it be? Was my dad's story? Our story? The thought was terrifying. I could tell someone. A teacher. A police officer. I could blow this whole thing wide open. But then I thought about all the scraped knees he'd cleaned, all the bedtime stories he'd read, all the times he'd held me when I was scared. This man, this giant grizzly bear, had loved me more than anyone in the world. He was my dad. He chose me. So I didn't say anything. And on Christmas morning, as we opened our presents under the tree, I made my peace with it. Kidnapped or not, a secret buried deep in our past or not. This man was my father, and that was the only truth that mattered. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever had a secret that changed everything, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that make you think.